The Gospels of St. Matthew, chapter 13, verses 31 and 32, and St. Mark, chapter 4, verses 30 to 32, and St. Luke, chapter 13, verses 18 to 20,
narrate the parables of mustard seed. In Matthew chapter 13, verse 31, it reads, "The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which a man took and planted in his field.
And verse 32 reads,
Though it is the smallest of all your seeds, when it grows, it is the largest of the garden plants and becomes a tree, so that the birds of the air can come and perch in its branches."
Mark chapter 4, verses 30 to 32 narrate,
Like Jesus said, "What shall we say the kingdom of God is like? Or what parable shall we use to describe it? It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest seed you plant in the ground, and yet when it grows, it becomes the largest of all plants, with such big branches that the birds in the air can perch in its shade." Luke chapter 13, verse 20 further adds, Jesus said, "What shall I compare the kingdom of God to? It is like a yeast that a woman took and mixed into a large amount of flour until it worked all through the dough." Through this parable, Jesus is telling us that his kingdom through the church, which he initially started with his apostles, will grow like a mustard tree, spreading far and wide through the continents, allowing more and more faithful to take shelter under it. In addition, by giving example of yeast, he conveys that a small quantity of yeast mixed into a large amount of flour will flow through all the dough because of its capacity to expand. In a similar way, his church, which started with limited followers, will expand among nations and continents. This has come true.